Hi. I don't really actually want to be sitting here today on the video camera, but I am. And the reason I'm saying this is that I made a commitment to show up for the next 60 days. And part of my own commitment to myself was that I was going to create a video to be able to support you on your journey of self-love just as much as me, but more importantly, share my own experience with you. With my work as a medical intuitive and also as somebody who has really done a lot in the field of alternative support and of helping coach people all over the world for many years, sometimes people put me up on a pedestal and think I have all of the answers. Oftentimes I'm surprised at myself and the kind of answers I can actually get, to be honest with you. But more than that, sometimes it's important for me to be able to open up and share my own personal experience with people to help them understand that I'm just like each and every one of you. I am trained in the field of work that I am, and a lot of the work that I do is self-created. It's something that I've kind of come up with on my own. And in that, just like if you're a teacher or a writer or a personal trainer or working at the grocery store, you're doing your job, but you're still human. And you're not perfect at whatever it is that you're doing. You're still learning. And for me to be able to sit and share with you on a video, I'm obviously no different. It's really helpful for me just to know that, because I put a lot of pressure on myself that I should know more and I should be better and I should be past this. And nobody's going to want to hear this part of it because I'm already supposed to know. So then my mind goes into this place of nobody's going to want to work with me because I don't know everything. And then as I sit with that and I let myself work on that, I have to kind of start laughing at myself and realize, again, I'm working under the umbrella right now of self-love and self-acceptance. So last week we were working on defining self-love. And I've done a lot of work about this. And again, as I mentioned, I think last week, you hit different, deeper levels and you kind of have to start from scratch. Even though you have all this experience, even though you can do all this great stuff, you're still starting from scratch when you hit another level. And that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm definitely hitting another level. So I start from scratch and I just pretend I know nothing and I start back to the basics. So back to the basics means this is what I'm working on, which is self-love. And what does that mean to me? I am so resistant, I didn't even take the time to define it for myself. How amazing is that? In the last week, how many days have passed? 8 days have passed, and I have not taken the time to sit down on something that I said that I was committed to be able to define for me what self-love is, because I'm that resistant to being able to open up that doorway for myself. And I share that because I am not the only one on this journey that didn't do this the last week, because I just want things to be easy. That's the first thing that comes up. I have too much on my plate. I've got a lot going on. And they're all excuses. When something's important to us, we make it a priority. But it's more than that for me, because I'm sitting down with you right now, and what I'm realizing is self-worth and self-love is on the level apparently that I'm working on. I'm obviously struggling with knowing that I'm worthy on even a deeper level to be able to love myself. So that's what we have for this week. I didn't do my homework. And now that I'm sitting in front of you and understanding why I didn't do it, understanding heals so much. Communication heals so much. And as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself, and I figured it out. Oh, instead of going to a self-hatred mode like I was, which is, don't do that. Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Why didn't you do it today? Why didn't you do this? Well, because I don't feel worthy enough to be loved even more than I already am. I don't feel worthy enough to be able to really hit that other level that's going to start coming up, which is going to be so amazing and so beautiful. And I can't even deal with the thought of that inside. So I just stop. And what's my pattern? My pattern is other people can have it, but not me. My pattern is I just want somebody to do it for me. My pattern is just getting stuck. Looking around, focusing on the gratitude for all I have and say, I don't need more. I'm not worthy of more. I shouldn't have to have more. What's wrong with me? Well, nothing. It's not even about worthiness. It's about receiving what is in my path to receive. And by me not taking the time and making this space to define what this means for me, I'm kind of just throwing little slaps in the universe's face saying, sorry, sorry, sorry. Why do I say this? Because every single level that I've worked on myself, I become more creative, I become more confident, I become more loving, I become a better mother, I become a better friend, I become a better human being, I become much more successful in my work. It just keeps stepping up as I allow myself to grow. And I'm afraid to grow in this next level. So therefore, I'm not defining what it means, because if I don't define what it means, guess what? It's not going to work. So defining self-love means you're holding yourself accountable. So for me, by defining what a situation means, I'm going to hold myself accountable to being able to then take positive action to create that and to be able to work on healing that within myself. So guess what? I just don't want to grow up. I just don't want to be able to explore what's really inside, because there's a part of me that is afraid of maybe I can't handle it. Well, maybe I can. Maybe I can handle more success. Maybe I can handle being a better mom. Maybe I can handle even feeling better about myself. Maybe I can feel even better about myself and being more sexy and more open and more playful and more creative and more human and more real, because that's all that's going to happen. But something inside of me is afraid. So I don't have much insight for you this week. I just have the sharing that I'm sharing. And next week, I'm going to share with you what I've come up as my personal definition. For those of you that have told me you were going to come up with your personal definition of what self-love is, I have a secret for you. I have not heard from any single one of you. So, obviously, I'm not the only one here feeling the way that I'm feeling. Let's step up together. It's time together. Make the time and space for yourself, because guess what? That's going to be a part of everybody's list of self-love, is making time and space for myself. Making time and space for myself. Let's start now, commit, and get this stuff in. You guys have a week, and I'm waiting. Don't tell me you guys are on a journey with me. Don't commit to something and not follow through. I'm in it for the long haul. We're in relationship together. On this journey of self-love, step up and come with me. All right?